Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? My name is djanonzt, and we're back with WWE Champions. And today, we're going to talk about Showdown and how to attack it because we got limited energy and we need to know what we're doing, all right? We've got to have a plan. Don't just go into it and start playing and figure it out later. That's the old way of doing things. Now, we've got to be calculated. We've got 12 energy. We've got refresh times to wait on that. And we've got a lot to do. So I'm going to look at my defense briefly first. I don't put a whole ton into setting my defense. Some people do. I don't really care. I feel like no matter who I put up here, somebody's going to beat me. There's no defense that will beat everybody. So a lot of times I like to put up fun things. Like this is one of my favorite teams right here. I'm going to show you. And then I'm going to tell you why. This right here, I call the Wolves. I got the Samoan Werewolf and the Aussie Werewolf. We're putting the Wolves up on defense. Ow! That's the Wolf Pack right there. So that's the Wolf Pack, all right? So, we're going to get to battle. There's rubber chickens going off in my background. I'm sorry. We're going to check into the contest tab here. Hold on. Okay, we're back in the Showdown screen. We're on the opponent select. When we want to pick our offense, we're going to need to click the edit button up here. And we're going to take a look. Like I said, I knew I wanted to get Raw done. I got Julius Creed going in for Raw. He's also going to make trap gems. And when I start Showdown, I want to make sure on my entourage, if you have Showdown promoters unlocked, I want to go on my notoriety promoters, and if you have them maxed at 21k like I do, you can get 250% more notoriety from Showdown battles. So I got a set on for Julius Creed where he could just hit turn 1, boom, and then his partner, he's all gas, no brakes with it. We got Jacob Fatu because I got another promoter there for 250% more. We're just carrying him with. These are going to be easy money wins right here with Creed and Fatu. So we'll check back in. I'll tell you how many matches I played, and we'll see where we max out at. Okay, and one more tip before I go into my first match that I don't know if everybody knows or not, but the amount of notoriety that your opponent has is relevant to how much you can win for winning the match. So you want to attack people that have more notoriety than you if you want to gain notoriety faster. So I'm at 1333. See, this one's 1350, 1347. I want to attack the person who has the most notoriety because they'll have the most for me to take, if that makes sense. If you attack people with less notoriety than you, you get significantly less for winning the match. So always attack the person with the most if you can help it. All right, I've just played 2 matches in the Showdown tournament, and we're going to go check in on the contest now. And we'll see. I've got all my raw damage done now. And I got 40 of my 200 trap gems done. So now I can move categories. I'm going to move over to WCW. And I'm going to go with Muta, but I feel like a lot of people here would go with Goldberg is going to be a very common choice. Like, everybody got Goldberg just a couple months ago when he got revamped. So where is my Muta? There he is. Muta. Vader's another choice for WCW. Stunning Steve. Tons of choices. So now, on my entourage, I'm going to need to steal Jacob Fatu's promoter. Okay. And I'm going to change and put an MP trainer on, but I ain't going to bore you with that here. I just want to show now I need to pick a new tag team partner. And I'll put Bray on here so I can get that Legends era bonus. Because I want to be able to use 2 promoters. So I'm going to need to put this on there. And then also, when you're on this character, so when you're on your screen here, you want to check the rules. So you'll see both Raw plus 50% health. Attitude Era has a 50% gem damage to yellow. Trickster plus 3 for moves that generate trap gems. Offensive WCW, 30% gem damage to all gems. So that's for Muta. Defensive Attitude Era for all starting moves for your opponents is reduced by 3. So we can wipe MP if we attack Attitude Era opponents. Now, I don't see any Attitude Era opponents right here, but we'll want to keep that in mind. So I'm going to do just probably 2 matches again with Muda, and we'll check back in. All right, so we did 1 match with that Muda, and we're going to check in. I'm actually going to collect these now. Okay. 1 match, and we got the WCW done. So all we got left to do that I can do is Attitude Era, Austin, Bionic Redneck. So I'm going to put the Bionic Redneck in, get all of those done, and then we'll check where I'm at on Black Gems then. I need Black Gems. I need Trap Gems. A lot of people are saying you could just use Ozzy. He'll do both of those. That's a good plan. I could definitely do that at the end if I still need to. But I'm only 3 matches in, and I've got all of that done so far. We can go ahead and collect from the faction contest. We can go ahead and collect from the solo contest. And then another big thing that you've got to remember to do on this screen is check in on your division rewards and claim your milestones here, because that's where a lot of your points are, and people struggle to find those sometimes. So make sure you're checking in on that and getting all that. There will be a red dot here when you got rewards to collect there. So I'm going to get Austin in here. We're going to do a couple matches. We'll go check back in again and see how we're doing. We just had an energy refresh, too. Look at that. We still got 10 out of 12. All right. We did 2 matches with that Austin. I'm going to, you know, I will bear in mind, I'm using 6-star gold guys, and I'm attacking 6-star gold guys. If you're trying to pick on weaker characters, you're not going to be able to do as much damage per match. But if it's easier for you, do that. Take a couple extra matches. We did 2 matches there. We got Austin done. So we've played 5 matches, and we've got everything done except for this Cena, which I'm going to go do, and then we'll have to break Trap Gems and Black Gems on the solo contest. Then we can go back to the faction contest, and we can spend all of our energy that we have left trying to break this stuff here. So I will check back in here. I'm going to let you know who I use. I'm going to get out here, though. And what was it on this one? I got to use Cena. I'm going to use this Cena, do that damage, and then we'll check in. All right, so I did 2 matches with Cena. I've got myself all the way to Universal Champion Division. All right, there's more rewards up here. We got to get to Undisputed if I want to get all the rewards. So we do got to climb a little bit more notoriety. But I still have 10 energy right now. We're going to check in on the contest. And is there more energy here? No. But we still have 10. And if you check in on this now, you'll see I have everything done. I don't have The Rock and I don't have this Austin. But I have all my tasks done. That's 7 matches. That was very easy. I've got half my Black Gems done and almost half my Trap Gems done there. So now I can focus all the rest of my energy to get Black Gems and Trap Gems. And remember, in the faction contest, we need to do Trap Gems. So definitely want to get those. And after we get the Black Gems done, we can switch over to somebody who does Trap and Red, maybe Kali, somebody, or try to break some Blast Gems. Whatever we could do, Blast is going to be worth more. So I can get Austin back out there, go Red and Blast Gems. That'll probably be what I'll do, actually. Once I get these done, I'll go all Austin for Red and Trap. So you can use Ozzy, get this done real quick, whatever you got to do there. But I've recorded all of this on my stream, and I've taken breaks to talk to my chat, and I'm only 42 minutes into my stream. That's how quick you can get Showdown done. Just be efficient, be as quick as you can. And if you got any questions, let me know in the comments section below. And until next time, peace.